The city of Chicago.
Just doesn't seem fair. Consumer investigator Jason Knowles is here with a look at what he's working on for 10 o'clock tonight. Jason, this is unbelievable. What's going on?
Yeah, this is a wild one. And Mark Sherrill, this is an example of how we are getting our stories from the viewer. And, you know, a lot of you are calling us. This all started in March when one man got a red light camera ticket in the mail. He got that ticket, but the problem was his car was stolen at the time. And he submitted all of the information, all of the documents that he needed to submit to the city. But guess what? The city said, you still have to pay up. And after this story aired for us in March, we got a flurry of calls. And you're seeing these people right now who are calling us and saying the same thing happened to us, whether it's a speed camera ticket or a red light camera ticket. People say that thieves are stealing their cars and now their license plates. This is a new one for me. I didn't know that license plates were such a hot commodity, but apparently thieves are also stealing these license plates and the cars. They are running red lights. They are running these speed camera violations, getting these violations, and then they get all of the evidence that they think they need. They are getting a police report or they're getting some kind of evidence. They're sending it into the city, and the city says, no, you still have to pay up, or they're ignored. And in some cases, this is even crazier. Some people are actually paying because they're so scared that they're going to get booted. In one case, one man says that he is actually applying for a job with the city, so he ends up paying these fines, and then it becomes even more complicated if you have already paid these fines that you didn't get. So it's a wild story. You got to see it tonight at 10.
This is so frustrating.
I
mean, I feel it. I know it happened to my neighbor, and they stole the car not even having a fob. They used an iPad, so they stole the car, and then they racked up tickets, and when they went and they finally found it, it was in a pound. And all of the tickets had racked up.
The tickets, they probably had to pay to get it out, you know, just awful.
Right, and that's another story, Cheryl. Thanks.
Okay. We always like to help here on the 7, of course. We call it the Stream Team, so we're always there for you. But what can people do when this does actually happen to them?
Well, the first thing you have to do, the most obvious thing, is you have to file that police report right away. Because without that, you're really going to have nothing and you're not going to have any evidence at all. But what we're finding out from the city, this is really interesting. They're saying you need an official police report. You can't just have the initial summary report or a number of a report or an incident number or an email from a detective like one gentleman submitted. You have to have the official police report. So this is something you want to get on really quickly if you get one of these notices in the mail. And tonight at 10, we're going to tell you how you can obtain that official report. Unfortunately, it's not that easy. You do have to go to police headquarters at 35th and Michigan to get this report, or you have to wait for it to come in the mail. So a lot of hoops for people who really were victimized, and then they feel like they were victimized again. You know, there's another issue here too, is you have to immediately contest when you see that in the mail, because you might get it in the mail. You can't let it sit around. There is a 21-day deadline. And in this case, the city actually said, well, the people, some of these people waited past the 21-day deadline to contest, so they're out of luck. Well, the people that we talk to say that's not fair. They're the victims of theft, and that there shouldn't be a deadline. But more on all the details tonight at 10. You're going to see this story. It's pretty crazy.
No kidding.
So layered, and you actually have to physically go in to make that report, not online, like or not by phone.
Can't just use the number, anything like that. Jason, thank you. Looking out for us. Really appreciate it. And can't wait to see that at 10 tonight.
A great report. And, of course, we air it tonight at 10 o'clock over on ABC 7. But, of course, we'll have it tomorrow.